I haven't seen my little pop for forever. Ah, my music player. Hold on. Where is the funny song? Not here? Or am I just bad? Is this one? Yeah, it is. Big fan. Let me pop out chats. Sorry, it's been forever. Should be a better streamer. It would be cool. Can I pop out chat? Hello? Twitch? Thank you. Very cool of you to allow me to do that. I can close these, right? Because I have them open in other tabs. I got requested to do an hour-long survival as Chroma because the video kind of did okay. I probably could have done better, but I don't really care. I'm not. I'm on the wrong side because I was taking a thumbnail for tomorrow video. I'm gonna run the Kuva Hint, Latum, run the funny glaive weapon. Sorry, my setup's all like whack right now. Well, the glaive. Run pillage. Since it's absolutely busted on Chroma. But we got some buffs. I will solo. Come on. Ego. Hope everybody is enjoying themselves. And alright. So I made a short and then about Vex armor because it got buffed again. Wrong way. Run burst. Switch my mouse type over. And let's run it. Yeah, Vex armor got buffed again, so do some of this. We'll do some classic farming. Get our stacks up here. Might just switch to auto and only use auto. Kuva Hint isn't actually that bad, but it is a little frustrating. Obviously, pillage is goated, so I'm not going to have commentary for an entire hour, so get ready for that. Just elemental war that. Also, our gun is funny, so I don't understand why so many of these enemies are just like AFKing in the middle of the room. I should probably just get to a better place. Oh, my overguard was gone instantly. Bro, what is the range on my Kuva Grattler that's stunning me that far away? Behold the Tenno. Damn it. I probably could have run a better primary. Because the Kuva Hind is like something I was workshopping. I don't actually know if I have like an actual like worth it build. I need to have something that increases fire rate. That's for sure. Oh, 4's here. Arm is in a very awkward spot. Because my chair fucking got janked up. Alright, 4. I gotta like adjust my seat then. Hi Nautilus, thank you. Fuck. I should really be running Rage. Actually, am I not? Shoot me? Oh, I am. Just not generating enough because Nautilus keeps doing his fucking job. I mean, the main thing that makes the Kuva Hind good is its status application, especially as a Hey. Lich weapon, because you just stack it with like either radiation or magnetic. Actually, magnetic's good because then when you build, you can have radiation viral. Oh, that's the wrong button. Oh no. Why can I not cat? Oh, because I didn't set this up for that. Hi, Angst. $3 million. I hope Angst is having fun having to chase me around like this. Like a dweeb. You know, if I wasn't bad at this game, I'd be fine. Excuse me? Go away! Thank you. God, I should run Prime Sure-Footed, because holy shit. I feel like I'm knocking myself down a lot more than I usually do, though. That's unfortunate. Wow. Why are you staggering? And here's the problem about not playing a nuke frame in 2024. Is that they changed it so only nukeable. Well, I guess not really, but nuke frames just benefit way more in survival. Because they can kill enough enemies before they really have to deal with oxygen. But we'll just hit them with the old sticky hand here. Hey! Actually, I should drop my Vex armor because I have an additional 60% of efficiency. Strength, not efficiency. Just say the wrong thing, yeah. I know what I'm talking about. There we go. 923 instead of what I had. Which was roughly 700. You know, if Elemental Ward, like, added the elemental damage onto your weapon, I think it would be better. Even if they made that an augment, I think that would significantly increase quality of life. Nautilus, can you stop going down? I honestly should just be using my fucking hounds. My hound is so much more consistent. I took people's advice and equipped the Hellstrom, and it's been genuinely unhelpful. Hey, you ass. Yeesh. 1,000 score value. There's my max fury. Yeah, like, not saying that Hellstrom isn't good, but it genuinely hasn't helped me. I've been having, like, negative value from it, so... Maybe that's just a me thing. Maybe it's, like, ultra goated and I just don't know. But I feel like it has significantly less status application than the Verglass. And, like, Nautilus's targeting isn't even that bad, but the fire rate on it just sucks. Maybe I have to get like a status chance fire rate negative crit ribbon for him. But farming Samara's standing gives me a headache, and I don't like it. Or you could just do it off of Sanctuary Onslaught. I made a video a while ago about hounds because I wasn't like, I was frustrated with them because I wasn't getting the value I thought I was. And then I had a Redditor come in and he was like, oh, well, actually, because, and then like 7 paragraphs later, I was like, okay, yeah. So I deleted the video. Also, I just got something, like, blatantly wrong. I always struggle with my Hound melee attacking, even in regular missions. And then I found out that it was exacerbated, like, my point was exacerbated because of a bug in the simulacrum that still hasn't been fixed, apparently. And I was like, okay, well, that still doesn't solve the problem that Hound melee is just kind of dog shit. But, while I was doing it, when I was retesting some stuff, fucking Hounds are really, really good with one of the Prospectus mods. Not the Orbital Strike one, though that one might work, but I don't care much about the ragdoll of it. But the one where it shoots out a guaranteed electric proc synergizes with one of the Bond mods in such a way that it will literally rapidly inflict, like, 7 status effects. So you can have heat, radiation because of the new focused radon mods and stuff like that. The new radiation element mods, and then you can stack viral on it, and it will also stack. I use Akaten because it inflicts puncture and slash, and that thing becomes, it just bounces between so many enemies and just status applies them. Honestly, I should completely like scrap Nautilus. I haven't even been fucking using him because he's just been irritating me. Not that he's bad. I made a video literally praising him up and down. So, I'm not saying Nautilus is bad, but I'm definitely saying that, people saying Hellstrom is goated confuse me, because I don't know what the fuck they're talking about in regards to it. Like, I haven't had any luck with this weapon, and it's only seemed to be, like, negative. Like, I guess the implication is that you are using Rivens. Or you're just mad dumping it for status, but the weighting on it's so weird. Plus it inflicts blast, so the fact that blast is even an option on there is genuinely frustrating. God damn it. I'm gonna grab this. I'll survive. I have over 1,000 base armor increase. Alright. I'm gonna get trolled. Yep, there it is. Notice how my damage just plateaus the second I'm dealing with him. There we go. Violence is probably the worst acolyte, dude. God. Need to stop staggering myself? Thank you, Nautilus, for insta-doing that. Nautilus is good. I just don't understand why people are telling me to use Hellstrom. People are just like, just run Hellstrom, and I'm like, okay. Why, though? Especially because Verglass is so consistent. Alright, Nautilus is just going to constantly go down, I guess. It's very cool. Would I call Chroma a support frame? No. Everlasting Ward is actually really good, though. Mainly because if they come into contact with you, it works. But he just dumps range and efficiency, especially because you can run in a pretty good rage build, especially in lower content. Like, unfortunately, Combat Discipline does not work for that. However, with the Overguard changes, you can now have, like, a Steinax or a Frost, and you'll pretty much just have infinite energy. But this is also implying that you don't just run some of the best companion mods in the game, which is like Manifold Bond and Mystic Bond, because those just absolutely break the game. Guardian is super good on companions right now. I was using Shield Charger because it like procs decently faster. Also, it increases base shield recharge. But Guardian's also really good because if you take all of your shield in one, then there's a good chance that they'll pop it back. The only problem I really have with Guardian is the fact that it's not consistent. I think it's stupid that sometimes they just won't immediately activate it, but other times they'll like do it the frame you lose it. Okay, well, get armor stripped, nerd. Ow. I just switched to electric because of the 50%. Yippee! More shield. It's gone instantly, but I had more shield. No! Give me some energy before I fully heal. Thank you. Oh, it is worth noting, I didn't really specify really well in my video because it's like a hidden thing. You recover health over time, it's not instant. However, the amount you recover is just so extraordinarily high, it doesn't even fucking matter. I honestly shouldn't have even mentioned it here. Also, just run Vazarin. Just run Vazarin, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I forgot that I could do that to Acolytes. I've been like, I don't? I can tank this. They literally can't do anything. Oh, Ember's gonna get buffed soon, too. They're fixing some Fire Blast's LOS checks, so hopefully that actually fixes her a little bit. It won't fix the fundamental problem of people deciding that, hey, I don't think Inferno's worth it, run her Heat Inherent gun buff, and I'm going to scream if I see another fucking comment about that. Like, I won't actually, but it is very frustrating that I'm like, hey, here's how you can use... This is how I've been getting past with Ember, because I feel like they dismembered her kit. It's like, some people were actually talking about Banshee Soundquake. Used to be one of the best, like, AoE, like, stagger with a good kill potential, and then they nerfed it, and then just never went back to fix her. And that's kind of what it feels like with Ember, is they thought, oh, well, we have to nerf her because she was, like, she was so good at the current state of the game, and then they just never went back and fixed it. So maybe we should get another Ember rework, please. Don't you dare. I see you. I see your little nully bubble bullshit. Out of my void. I should get back to consistently streaming. My schedule has just been fucked though, so... I work a full-time job, smile. I also have to get back to doing a long form video that I've been working on. I just gotta get back to recording it, and then I gotta like script it out. Fun fact, whenever I record, I do it usually in one take. Hence why a lot of the editing is me correcting myself, because I don't like going back and redoing stuff. It's a bad habit, but... I'm gonna say that and I'm gonna get fired from my fucking job for the same reason. That's a joke, that's a joke, that's a joke. I'm very careful at my job. I'm actually very good at my job. Smile. I should explain why my character's sitting in a Staples copy center. It's because I work at Copy Center. There you go. Honestly, the Warframe and Meta video is probably like one of the best ideas I've ever had. Like, yeah, it was dog shit because that was the first video I've ever made. But fucking who cares? If you got actually genuinely angry about that, get a job. It was also very surreal. A popular Warframe YouTuber, Nova Umbral, commented on that video. I've never seen the dude before, but he's like pretty big, it seems. And he was like, he like commented on it, and I'm like, who the fucketh? Like, I got sent into a Discord channel for other people, and I don't like that. I don't like that a lot. It's very surreal that, holy shit. I don't even know what actually killed me there. Like, genuinely, I don't know what killed me. Just taking a lot of damage. I need to, like, get staggered on wake up. Nope. 1.1 mil Slack Rock. For anybody wondering, if you saw that correctly. I wonder if I took a proc and I just didn't realize it. Hello. There we go. 2,000 overgrow, that'll be gone in a second. Let's go. All this goes down again. I really should have just been running my hound, honestly. Thank you! Yeah, I honestly, catching a stream... yeah, I haven't streamed in like 2 or 3 weeks. I've been bad. I've just been like caught up in like work and stuff. Ooh. I need to be careful about like self-staggering myself again. It's actually annoying I went down. I just had to, I guess I just took like a proc, and that's what sealed the deal. Because I didn't even get a chance to like Vazarin out. I gotta go touch a supply pod. Using pillage, interesting. Found my kappa. 2.5 carry the chroma at least. Yeah, pillage is like super good on him. Gloom chroma though, that one's good. Gloom is super good on him, mainly because it's just range dump statting. You don't have to worry about the efficiency part of it. I'm just running pillage because of it being mixed units, because I'm doing the mot. And also with all of the changes that they've done with Vex armor, just overall buffing it. I think Gloom, while it still has its place, is kind of... what am I trying to say here? It's not that it's bad anymore, but now that we have auxiliary ways of, like, ensuring it, I think I just stepped into that like a moron. Like, Fury is just significantly easier to build now. Gloom is overkill, yeah. That snares you, right? Yeah. Pillage is just overall, like, super strong. Especially on just, like a range strength stat build. Plus, I think Pillage is really good. Like, yeah, Rolling Guard obviously still has its uses. That's why I'm running Vazarin, honestly. But Pillage Status Cleanse, and then just with the whole... You can now get kills to gain Vex armor instead of having to face tank damage. Just overall... I feel like... other than, like, infinite ammo chroma, Pillage is super good. I wish there were more subsumables that work with him, but what we have is decently good enough. Ooh. Oh, you're still alive. I didn't even realize Pillage didn't affect him. The not running a nuke frame curse. It's pretty good. Mainly because duration and strength are his best stats, and that's just all you need on Pillage. So, I do prefer it over Gloom. Even though Gloom is, like, super good. Honestly, if Pillage wasn't based off of, like Molecular Prime, if it was more based off of range, I genuinely think it would be unusable on him. Because then you would just be tanking your strength stat for it. Which is good, because if it was, like, range-based instead of, like, strength duration-based, genuinely, I don't think it would be usable in general. Obviously, Terrify is really good, because it's just a hard CC, but without range, like, what's the point? Also, I don't like falling into the Terrify pit. I hated looking up, like, different stuff and being like... Some people just, like, really, like, Terrify. Yeah, I mean, you can strip at what cost? Yeah. I mean, it's not even, like, the running away that's the big problem for Terrify. It's the whole fact that it has one gimmick. And it's... You build somewhat into range. It's good on Necros for a reason. Because you don't really run... like, high-strength build Necros. You run decent strength, good range, because of shadows and everything like that. But, for, like, frames that you, like, kind of dump strength on, Terrify is good. But I still think, from my Loki video, I was talking about Fire Blast. I still think Fire Blast is better because it's regardless 2 casts anyway. And if you're using a good companion, like Nautilus or even Hounds, which I should talk about at some point, like, more correctly, Hounds are just actually genuinely just free energy farms in the current state of the game. Although, Death Cube, I haven't farmed the Death Cube augment. I should at some point, where he just generates a ton of orbs. But I feel like that's kind of redundant, because we can just run Manifold and Mystic Bond, and with a better, just base companion, you can get so much more done. And Hounds are so good at, like, just general CC utility and stuff like that. I know some people were saying Helios can do some good armor stripping as well, but that's also a... I guess you could run the, like, Helios on rescan augment. Playing like a bot, hold on. Can I not do that? Ah, I got juggled. That's a very unfortunate circumstance to happen. Arc on cooldown reset. I got juggled inside of Operator, and I took an immediate slash proc. Yeesh. But a little while ago, they reworked Helios' weapon to be, like, more of a melee weapon. So one of the augments... Savage? I just take away your abilities, it's awful. Yeah, Violence is, like, my least favorite Acolyte. The rest of them are okay. Except for, what was that, Mania? Because he just hard juggles you. Which, unless you're running, like, better defensive utility, or you rolling guard it, and then he just keeps spamming it, it's not even... not fun. But they like, added the, on melee, it strips 15% armor, which is good on Hounds, but Hounds meleeing is, like, a shot in the dark, honestly. Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. The main synergy with Hounds is the fact that you can have, like, 6 different abilities on them, and they just will absolutely spam it with Manifold Bond. I don't know, maybe I'll talk about that. Maybe that'll be like a video I do next week, instead of a frame showcase. I need to talk about Protea, because Protea's Prime got drip marketed. But one of the Prospectus, not Denial. Though Denial's easy. You just run the one that's literally Loki disarm, and they can't do anything. Which actually genuinely would be helping me here. But I decided just to run Nautilus for some reason. Hello? Didn't notice you were there, my dude. But yeah, the disarm precept for Hounds is just nuts. Because when you're running it with Manifold and Mystic, like between the Shock Prospectus, I don't remember its name. Is it? I think it might be Synergized Prospectus. They just like absolutely spam it because it has such a low cooldown and it can inflict so many status effects at a single time. And it bounces between enemies, so a lot of enemies are. Because it doesn't matter the stacks that are on there, it just matters that there are status effects on them. So you can easily just like have it spam that because it has like a 10-second cooldown. I might be wrong on that, but I feel like I'm right. And then you run like Reflex Denial and then the Disarming Precept, and enemies just can't do anything. Hi, Violence. I'm so happy you're here. This is going to be most engaging gameplay. Nice. I did it before you dropped anything. No bleed proc, please. Thank you. I gotta keep farming arcanes. Cramping my hand. I have to go pop a bucket. Use this time to like stretch my fingers. Come here, Chroma. Bazern's actually a really good school. Just people don't like realize it because it's the medic class. Why do it when you can run Zeniric? Okay. Right as my pillage was coming back in. God, I wish Elemental Ward would get something of a buff. Just a little bit. I'm not even asking for anything better. I'm just asking for, like, it to be more consistent. I really don't like this tile. I should just get out of here. It's fine. I can run it. Seems like I'm forced to anyway. Yeah, but Helios's weapon counts as a melee weapon, so it can actually run one of the... That was an awful fucking stagger, holy. Can run the melee armor shred one, but you're also co-signing yourself to... I'm using Helios in a high tier mission. It's not that Helios is like particularly bad, but it is Helios of all things, and there's a reason. Low range gloom helps you survive more due than lifesteal. Anything that has long range is death. If anything survives, at least stock gloom. Yeah, it's good. I think I mentioned that, but Yeah, Gloom is super, super, super good. Mainly because of that. It also has that weird interaction with the cold. What's it called? Elemental Ward. Because it reflects damage back. So it does actually count towards it. Allowing you to get, even if you do take, like, HP damage, it allows you to, heal off of them damaging you. Which is really cool. It's a neat interaction. If a little buggy, but honestly, what on Chroma isn't usually. No, not the stagger. No. Okay. I always thought long-range Gloom was, like, nonsensical. Like, Prody is a really good example of, like, Gloom can be okay long-range, but that's mainly because of her, like, passive. Like, Prody's passive is crazy good for that, because you don't have to, like, sign your entire build off to mixed stats, even though it's pretty easy to, because her passive literally gives her a free 100%. But no, you bastard. That's so unfortunate. Man, do I hate nullies. I can see the nice thing in them. Yeah, the only, like, the main reason I wanted to talk about a lot of the old frames is because you can definitely feel the favorite of all time Loki. Yeah, you could definitely feel their age, though. Like, they're so clearly from a different era of the game and just haven't been brought up. Like, Loki, like, when the first actual, like, official video I ever made was, like, the Warframe and Meta one, in which I said, in that video, I quote, Loki is good as copium. Like, pretty much what I said, and then people were like, well, he's actually really good, so I tried him. I was like, yeah, you know what, he's really good, and then I was like, but the second you start looking at other stuff, he has, like, 2 dead abilities, though they just buffed Switch Teleport, which was nice, but again, that doesn't really fix the main integral problem with it. Decoy could be good. I haven't tried that augment. I need to get it and see how efficient it is. Because honestly, that could be so good. But the problem is it's 5 random status effects. So are we talking about base status effects? Or are we talking about IPS? It's good, but band-aids, augments, exactly. And that's the problem. Like, your radiated disarm is such a band-aid for it, especially because another frame I've talked about, Nyx has his 4 as her 3. And she has a get out of jail free card on her 4, and an armor strip, and your turn, like, basically a single use thrall with really good damage at high tiers because of just how that works. Which just sucks because that's his age showing. That's Loki's age showing. Ooh, 15 more minutes. I had an hour. That's how I was playing Decoy Augment. It looks interesting. I should actually test that out, but I thought I hit another Nully bubble. That would have been annoying. It's not like building this up is difficult, but it is frustrating to have to do consistently. Yeah, the new augment looks really good. They did some QOL. Like, I will always find it insane that Switch Teleport still locked you in place 11 years after the game released. That's nuts to me. That they just never thought about, like, not having it do that, when other characters have better teleport abilities. Even now, like, even with the QOL, I'm not sure how good it is, yeah, pretty much. That's the best like Loki build, honestly. I didn't even do that though. I didn't talk about that. Torment, can you piss off? I just got randomly staggered because he cast Tempest Barrage. Did I damage myself? Oh no, he Tempest Barrage, duh. And because they changed it, it changed it on him. My main build for my main go-to when I was talking about him was just using long-range Fire Blast dual cast, because using Nautilus and then Hounds, now that I've like really committed into a Hound build, basically gave him a lot of opportunity for it, especially with high range. Just one cast 60-meter disarm was really good with no LOS checks. Which is funny, because you have one of the worst LOS checks in the build that I use one of the worst LOS check abilities in the game, and then one of the greatest LOS checks because it literally can't not hit. Damn, I should stop playing Reckless, holy. This is why we run Vazarin. So... yeah, I'd have to like play around with the new one, but I'm not in hopes of a Loki rework or anything like that. Inaru's getting a rework was awesome because that frame genuinely was struggling. Like people like, well, I was able to get them to level cap, and it's like, yeah, because you're using like the Fel Arcs, you're using like high tier equipment. Dante's strategy on Loking is speaking to my yeah. The fact that they gave such a good subsumable for Dante is awesome. Did I get nullied? Oh my god, I did. It's such a good one. I will say, though, I'm super glad that they already addressed the big elephant in the room with Dante, which was Overguard. Because Chroma... Nidus and Inaros could borderline become unplayable with him on the field. Because you would just have so much Overguard, you literally couldn't use any Rage, you couldn't get Fury. Like, genuinely, anytime I was, like, testing Chroma to get, like, the information I needed for the video, I was struggling, because everybody was playing Dante. He's super good, but he also... countering your own team comp feels like a Loki thing, not a new frame thing, which Loki... Limbo, not Loki. Whoops. I should talk about Limbo, but in order to get anything for Limbo, I would have to play Limbo, and I don't like doing that. I also need to, like, get Limbo Prime at some point. I like subsumed off normal Limbo. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, it's oh man, it's impossible to get cast, especially if you're running like lower tier content. Enemies will just miss when you're standing still, and it's just not worth it. So thankfully they changed that, because I genuinely, if they didn't address that, I think, especially on the patch that Chroma finally got something, like it would have been genuinely really frustrating. Cast. But I'm also glad that we can on kill get Fury, and I'm not even gonna really say like, oh, Scorn was like a big thing either, because you can just face tank. Like, shield tanking is so good, especially with pillage and mobility, using operator more efficiently. I actually rebound my operator button to be like S instead of I had it on 5 before. I think that's the default. I think. I don't know. Honestly, I barely play default controls. I have to change all of my keybinds on games now to the buttons that I use. Okay, it is. I play RDFG now, on games, and I have to change it on like everything now because I genuinely cannot stop placing my hands on this, on those keys. It's become like a problem. I'll just status cleanse and then. Oop. Atchelite. Bro. Alright, misery. You bastard. Use Q&E for first and second. 1, 2, 3 for operator. That is whack. No! I took a slash proc. I saw him like teleport onto me. Nothing personal. Crouches in my mouse and melee on the other button. I have crouch bound. I have crouch bound to Z in place of like shift. I still use shift though. I should have set Vazarin first. 3 downs is so unlucky. I'm just getting teleported on. Yeah. I don't play like any other MMOs, so I don't have like super expert setups, and I would not recommend my setup to literally anybody else. I have my first ability bound to H. Not layout buttons, you got me? Ow. I scroll wheel all of my abilities, but I also have like I have a Razer mouse now. I have the Basilisk, so it has like the mouse wheel tilt. So I bind the mouse wheel tilt to my 3 and 4. And then my second ability, I just scroll to. I am awful. But once I build a habit, I have that, so. Ah. I think if I had a better primary weapon and I wasn't just running the Grattler, I'd probably be fine. If I was just running Infinite Czar. Also stop getting griefed by acolytes every 3 seconds, that'd be nice. Ooh. Toward Chroma. Heaven for you, hell for everything else. Yeah, I should get the Torrid Incarnon. I just haven't committed to it because I'm like, eh. I should finish building and formatting my boar. I need to get a ribbon for it, actually. Because the boar is such a good weapon on Chroma. Boar in Soma. Soma's really good too. With the Incarnon. I should specify. That weapon got such a glow up with the Incarnon. I'm stupid. I think the Incarnon that probably should get a buff is the Bratton one, though. Because the Bratton one's all about, like, multi-shot, but it's just not... It's not strong enough to justify bringing to anything. Malice, can you piss your pants? I did not actually do that. Okay. Rude. Okay, I don't know why that counted as 2 hits for that, but I take what I get, honestly. Okay, that'll be the final Acolyte spawn, because I'm about to hit an error. Yeah, I think the Bratton probably is one of the worst Incarnons. I know, like, theoretically, DPS-wise, it's probably really, really good. But I'm also just tired of things being, hey, we added heat to it. Hey, it does small explosions. I'm over it. I know I'm saying this as I use the Kuvik Rattler of all fucking things, but I also just like heavy weapons because they hard buff them, and I am a big fan of anything like that. I just think the Bratton's like entire gimmick just kind of sucks. If you hit through enemies, you reload to the reserve, increase multi-shot, but takes 2 shots. Or not because it's bad, it's just because... Yeah, it's literally like on any, like, if you're doing normal tier content, like non-steel path, it's fantastic. It's really, really good because you're just overall doing good burst, like, but it just consumes so much ammo that it's not worth it on steel path unless you're like hard gun buffing it, and even then, like, justifiably, I wasn't having fun. It feels like its TTK is just way too high, even with armor strip. Cool gimmick, just sucks in execution. I don't think they really, like, thought about it for, like, high tier content. Just like, this is how we can get this weapon back to being popular. And then all the melee Incarnons are nuts. Like, they're all super good. Because it's just, melee is super strong regardless. And then you're just throwing on, like, this thing now does, like, small slam attacks every time you attack and shit like that. Or just higher base damage, higher crit damage. Stuff like that goes miles for melee. Yeah, this would have been 100 times easier if I just had my Hound on me. Core one's good, Soma's good. I think the Strun one's good. The Gorgon one definitely is fun, especially on, like, Gauss. Because the Gorgon has, like, just awful fire rate regardless. Gauss accelerating that fire rate and just being able to lay down tons and tons of explosives is super fun. It doesn't make the Gorgon, like, a top pick, but Gauss is just awesome. I feel like it would be redundant, like, if I made a video on Gauss, it would just actually be me going, yeah, just listen to everybody else who made a Gauss video. Like, I don't feel like I'd have anything particular to say. I have, like, I'm gonna make a Cora video at some point, because I do have something to say about Cora. Cora has some interesting interactions with a specific weapon for a headless horseman. Horsewoman. But also, I feel like Cora players just, like, are scared to play their character correctly sometimes. Like, Cora's such a good mobile, like, aggression frame, and people just, like, hide in a corner with her all of the time. I really like Cora. She's boring. She's boring as hell. I think Cora's probably, other than Octavia, Cora's got to be up there in, like, some of the most boring frames. How many times? 5k kills, nice. I think I went down like 3 times. Good arcanes. 15 argon crystals. Holy. I'd rather just play Hydroid. Yeah, Hydroid has so many fun mechanics with it too. Tempest Barrage is so cool. The grips for tentacles are awesome. Like, there's just like more fun CC frames. Korra's just so simplistic. And that's like, I think my biggest problem with Korra is you just like, hey, I press my 4, I press my 1, I press my 1, I press my 1, I press my 1. There's not like anything unique about it. Which sucks because like an Exalted 1 is so fun. Like, God forbid Excalibur has anything. But a lot of like other CC frames are just so much more fun to play with. I have what I need on you, right? I like let my hand rest for a second. This is something 60-second cooldown. Oh, that's not how I thought it was. I thought that like traded it. Repo audit, yeah. Synergized Prospectus is awesome because it does so much. Dealing 300 damage in a 10-meter radius, ricocheting up to 7 times to 30 meters. But this combined with Manifold, preset applies status effects, and then just puncture / heat, radiation, viral makes such a good companion. Korra's just so boring. There's just nothing fun about it. Do I play Korra? Yeah, I usually play Korra when I'm like farming, but like, do I like playing Korra a lot? No. Just run Lycath's Hunt. You just run 2 companions. And you just spam. Dorklave's good on her though, but that's about like the extent of it. I just think overall she's pretty boring. I still gotta do Dagoth. I still gotta like finish that. Ugh. Play of Tonkor Latum. Yeah. Do I have anything I need to build? Nah, I got Atlas there. That's awesome. For which one? The Chroma or Korra? Had to remember her name even though I was just talking about her. I just have so many stuff sitting in here. Yeah. Okay, time to like just play some stuff. What do we got for Arby's? Defection? Not a big fan of that game, man. Infested defense. Void Flood Fissure. Void Flood is what I think it is, right? Cascade. No. Void Flood is. People are playing it. I wanna. R1 Redeemer Prime Halo. There we go. I wish they would just rework Limbo. Like they're like, well, he's fine, but he's not. Limbo is fine as genuine disappointment. A Zephyr player, let's go. Big fan. Oh, I forgot to switch off of whoops. Oh, I should be participating in the Void Flood part of this. Limbo and Fine can't be in the same sense. It's actually, though, and that's a massive problem. Oh, damn. Limbo having such a fundamental issue with his kit is so disappointing. I gotta remember how to play this game mode. Back when stamina system was a thing. Yeah, literally. I don't know, the fact that he just griefs so many people so easily genuinely should be looked into. Whoever, like, designed him should, like, find a new hobby. Though I guess at the time, like, back then... No, even back then, because you used to be able to freeze your allies. Like, I don't think they've ever been able to get anything good with him. Holy. That's the Dread? No, Senta, okay. I'm just AFKing here looking at this guy's weapon. My bad bestie. Oop, gotta remember to do that. Put that thing back where it came from, so help me. Hey, thank you. Have a good night. I think regardless, I'm not going to be on too much longer. Other than the fact that I just sweated out an hour and still didn't prove what I was trying to do. Sorry, these kills are mine. Oops. Oh. Man. I really want Limbo Prime, but I don't think anybody ever farms for him. But also, he's like the worst CC frame in the game right now. I feel like I'm being exaggeratory, but being exaggeratory is good content, so who cares? Oh, I'm shooting him through the floor. I thought they were on the same level as me, and I was just pre-firing them. This is just an overrange Hydroid, huh? Oop, I got CC. Is somebody running Physique? I just realized I have over my normal amount of HP. I'm so happy they added fissures for like conjunction survival and stuff like that. It's so good. Like they didn't have to, but they decided to. And the fact that it's such a unique take on it. Like you can use any relic you want, so stacking with people is like super good. I'm going the wrong way. Hydroid, ignore that. I'm gonna go back to burning Wisp Relics. Get the Kesh Egg out of there. That's what that's called, right? I think so. What was that? Huh? I hit a buff. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Can I change this through here? Yeah. I thought I just crashed my music. I was gonna be so sad. Oh. Oh. From trips. Also, since the last time I've like really committed to streaming, I changed my browser. I used to use Firefox and now I use Opera. So that's why my model isn't like lagging even though it's been an hour. Because it used to do that somewhat. It was very frustrating. Ow. I'm taking damage because my allies are. Oh, he was actually like being killed. There's a Venom Xmas there. Unless that's not how that works. It's not very clear, honestly. Honestly, Void Flood KPM doesn't even matter. Void Cascade, though, KPM is like actually bottom of the barrel. Because all you're having to do is kill, Hi, Void Angel. Hello. Because all you're trying to do is just hold down the little Cascadia stuff. Ow, my finger's locked up. I was thinking about taking like a week break and then I was like, meh. But then what am I going to do? Why am I getting fog effects? Hello? Look at that range! Holy! Oh. Oh, I actually ran out of ammo. That's actually really sad. I was enjoying just running around with the Kua Rattler. I like Void Flood. I think I think all of the Zeraman ones are really fun. Bastardo. Can people take damage from my Fury real quick? Thank you. Man, Zeffy. Zeppy dude. Hello? Uh-oh, I'm bugged. What is it, like? Oh, I'm like fully bugged. I can't do anything. Oh. There we go. I guess I got CC'd when I transferred in.
Oh, what was I saying before that happened? That I like Zephyr, I guess.
Oh no, I think Dante Unbound has so many like good inclusions. I think they do very good with this patch. We got some good QOL Chroma, as I was deciding to make the Chroma video, I saw leaks about the new augment, and then I saw it come out, and I saw what exactly it was, and I was astonished. I genuinely did not think they were going to give him such a buff. And I know I know some people in the community are going to be like, well, it's just a band-aid fix. Like, they just gave him an augment because they refused to fix him. The only reason I'd like to disagree with that is because the augment does a lot more than just fix the fundamental issue, which is like the duration of it, and also having to take damage, because you like mitigate damage now. I do think the I love Zephyr. People who complain about Zephyr are stupid. I don't like mean that, but I do think there are worse frames to complain about. Limbo. But people get mad at Zephyr too for some reason. Even though Zephyr is probably one of the best damage spread frames. But people always get mad about it. I need to stop going off on tangents. Oh, I thought my game crashed. I was about to, like, get sad. A lot was happening over here. That was really good. Oh. I know I already have all of these, but... I don't know who host is. I wasn't paying attention. I wish it would tell you, like, just like an era, like host. I don't know. We've got so many good QOLs. We got the overguard adjustment. That guy was host. Which I genuinely think was probably one of the most positive changes. Is, hey, overguard is really good and we're moving in this direction, but we do have to adjust it so that we aren't griefing other players. Which is a good mentality. Because a lot of the time, yeah, you actually would be griefing other players. I guess they're leaving. And I'm not gonna fight through a host migration on the Zeraman. Oh. I don't understand how the Zeraman works half the time. It's fine. I shall leave. You guys have a good one. Boosted credits. Oh, there's an event booster. Hey, Molt Reconstruct. So I think this patch is really good. So my hot take. I've seen. Oh God. Warframe? I think that's my cue that shit's dying. Oh, I'll finish this up. QOL changes have just been so good to us. Genuinely. Oh. Why did this just gain 3 multi-shot? Because it charges... So it deals a ton more damage. Okay. So, yeah. We got a ton of cool stuff going on. Alright, I am going to head out. It is getting towards midnight my time. I just wanted to ego the hour-long Steel Path to Vest, and I got destroyed 3 times by Acolytes just hitting me with procs that I literally couldn't respond to. So that was very cool. This might be worth looking into. A burst, decent damage. I'm gonna head out. Thank you for watching the stream. I don't think I have anything else to really do other than wrap up, so